While the players lick their wounds on the heels of falling short yet again, Oiler management has to get right back to work to fix this thing. So, Coach, let's do the immediate must-dos list. McDavid's going to the final year of his deal. He can sign an extension as soon as July 1st. That's less than 2 weeks away. Coach, how critically important is it for the Oilers to have him signed before puck drop of the start of the regular season?
Well, Gino, there's nothing more important in my books here. This has got to be something that's got to get done. If you think distractions are other guys that are free agents and go through the year, you try going through a year with McDavid being a potential free agent. I think it would be crazy in Edmonton not to get him signed. And I mean, so what if he wants a lot of money? He's worth every single penny. To me, he is the Edmonton Oilers right now, so you got to get him signed.
All right, so after McDavid, the next two top priorities look to be goaltending and forward depth. Skinner, who's in the final year of his current deal, got pulled 3 times in the playoffs, twice in the Cup final alone. And Draisaitl says the biggest advantage Florida had was the depth up front. Of those two needs, which one is more critical for the Oilers to address right now?
Well, I think the biggest thing for me is their goaltending. And I think the goaltenders are both good. I think Bouchard and Skinner are both good. But I don't think you can go into next year's season or next year's playoffs with the same 2 goaltenders, because they're going to be going, here we go again, here we go again. I think they're good, but they'll be a good fit somewhere else. I think you got to try something and bring 2 new goaltenders in. Very much like New Jersey did, like Ottawa did, but bring 2 new goaltenders in, give it a fresh breath of air, you know, as far as the goaltending situation, so we don't have that cloud hovering over us all year. Oh yeah, they're great, but what happens in the playoffs? That's not the question you want to hear if you're an Edmonton Oiler. But I mean, I think that's the most important thing. As far as the forwards go, listen, as far as I can see, they're an aging group. Right? Like they've got, I think I was counting them this morning, at least 8 30-plus-year-old players on the team. And I mean, can Corey Perry do it again? I don't know. He'll be 41 next year. Henrique, Evander Kane. These guys are all older guys. Arvidsson, I can go on and on here with this team here. So I think they got to revamp their 3rd and 4th line a little bit. And I mean, I think that's something that's very doable for the Edmonton Oilers. But I think that's the changes they got to make. Listen, they've made 2 great runs in the playoffs right now. 2 great runs. But they're going to sit there and say, okay, this is as good a team as we can get. We got to find a way to get better. McDavid is the first key. Get him signed. You already got Draisaitl. Let's work on these other things, and then we'll be again potentially in the finals again.
Coach, I want to get back to the goaltending, because trying to get your hands on a true number 1 in this league is no small task. So here's the question. How creative, because if you cannot sign him on the free agent market, which it doesn't look like there's a major upgrade on net on the free agent market, how creative does Stan Bowman need to get in order to potentially give up big assets to bring back a true number 1?
Well, personally, I think they can be as creative as they want. They've got draft choices. They've got good players on their team. I mean, but I mean, if McDavid is the number 1 priority and goaltending is the number 2 priority, you do what you have to do to get them both done. If you can get them both done, whether through trades and, you know, like you look around the league, there's some teams that got some really good up and coming goaltenders, but you want an established guy. So you've got to pry that guy away from them. You're going to probably have to give them an awful lot, but is it worth it to the Oilers? They're this close to winning the Cup. So, I mean, I think it's worth it. So, I mean, you know, you can even offer Skinner, who's a good young goaltender, I think, and in the package, and I think you're going to get something good. But I think there needs to be a change there. I think Stan Bowman has been through this enough. He can do the deals. He will get a deal done.
All right, Evan Bouchard, restricted free agent. He made under $4 million for the last couple of years. As a coach, you know the way he plays. Risky, but big upside potential. He's probably going to be looking for somewhere above double what he made last year. Financially, is he worth that cost, or do you move on from him from a coach's standpoint, Bruce?
Well, from a coach's standpoint, you pull your hair out when he's on the ice because he can be great or he can be great for the other team, as was the case a couple times last night. So, is there another guy that can run a power play and be as good offensively as him? That's the decision you have to make. If the answer is no, there's no way we can get somebody to replace him, then all of a sudden you've got to sign him because he's going to want $8+ million. I'm telling you that right now. But if not, and you think, hey, listen, this guy is too risky, we can't win with him in the end. We can win up to the finals, but we can't win in the finals with him. Then they got to make a move. You would get a lot back in return. It certainly would change a lot of the way this team is built. And he might be the guy, hey, we got to move a defenseman to get a great goaltender. There's an even trade there somewhere down the road. I love him on the power play, but sometimes as a coach, you're going, do I want him out there in the last minute? I don't know if the answer is yes.
To a man, McDavid included, they all seem to be giving huge props to the Florida Panthers, saying they were just the better team, just too good. The players did all they could with what they have. Now it's up to management to increase their ability to win this time next year.